Well, your movie this week is a little butt of a film called The Dead Talk Back. Your first short film is a little product called The Selling Wizard. And I hope you get freezer burn.
Oh, yeah, and high-octane suds. Woo!
Hi, the name's Merlin, and I would love to see you in this Camaro.
You, the ice cream manufacturer.
Up against the wall, spread 'em!
To sell in high volume for high profits.
For high
Frozen
people.
products are impulse items.
I'll take it, I'll take
impulse
it.
buying is primarily...
Women's fault.
Who are you?
Forget the ice cream. I'll be right back.
And what's the first feature that makes a selling wizard?
Bosoms.
Sales, appeal, styling. Let's go.
Are you married?
This cabinet automatically builds plus profits for you.
What's this, frozen cotton?
Surveys show that sales of high-profit impulse items, such as ice cream,
Or smack.
score consistently higher turnover. Gentlemen, if you please.
You filthy degenerates.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
This attention-getting superstructure is designed to fit over the stainless steel shelf-type cabinet top.
You can't look away, can you?
3 glass front merchandising cabinets to fit your individual needs.
What if I need love?
Here's top-level loading, just inches from the top.
Hey, let's see some bottom
Here's a
loading.
new
Whoa!
combination of storage and sales space. Anheuser-Busch offers more cubic foot capacity.
Then all of
Greater
mankind
profits. Product development.
starts at age 12.
To solve their own refrigeration and merchandising problems.
With a typewriter?
This refrigeration experience, the newest refrigeration method yet developed.
Coldness.
Forced air refrigeration. This simplified sketch showing a cross-section of the cabinet
Makes no sense.
illustrates how the return air is drawn through a series of 4 passages. Once the timer is set, you always offer merchandise at its frost-free best. When the timer calls for defrosting,
Watch out.
this blower and these heaters go to work at once.
Singing gaily.
Warm air is recirculated and automatically resumes the forced air refrigeration cycle.
This balance of power keeps ice cream in
And here's
check.
another new feature. In addition, the front panel serves as a convenient, easy-to-use night cover,
To make hot love on.
designed with your needs in mind.
But I need a stove.
The pizza dominatrix.
And this all-purpose 2-lid utility storage cabinet with 23 cubic foot capacity
Bodies stack easily.
accommodates 92.5 gallons that gives maximum storage and selling use of every inch of space
Meanwhile, the Soviets were launching Sputnik.
and constant product development. Manufacturers of quality refrigeration equipment.
And remember to buy Ed McMahon's Budweiser ice cream.
Hey-oh! Lenny Riefenstahl's most powerful film.
Hi-oh!
Isn't this a Mahler symphony? Tonight's episode, The Dead Go Fishing, with special guest star Robert Culp. Ironically, he's dead now.
Hey, Tom Poston on the make.
Hey, you got your tongue in my mouth.
Hey, you got your mouth in my tongue.
Nope, that didn't do it either. Sorry, nothing.
Look, been married for 25 years. At least let me get to second base.
2 in the morning. I gotta get a better stalking schedule. Good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are.
The first movie filmed entirely with flashlights.
Come on, Merle. I only got 2 more D cells left. She's flooding the radio.
And creepy AAA is there.
He's not since Moonraker has there been such an exciting opening sequence.
Stalking's hard when you don't have a car.
James Ferrantino visits Tina Sinatra. Huzzah!
The motion picture you are about to see is based on a true incident taken from a recent psychic research file.
Wait a minute. Can we go back a bit? I'm a little confused.
Have you been hearing some weird stories recently
About Chuck Berry?
about telepathy,
I knew you were going to say that.
the fourth dimension,
Or Marilyn McCoo?
or ghosts?
No, it doesn't ring a bell. We must have the wrong movie.
Who am I?
Frankly, I've forgotten.
My philosophy?
Lots of leather.
Metaphysics. A metaphysician doesn't believe you're dead when you die.
So he's not much help at an accident scene.
A device by which we can mechanically speak to the dead. Oh, it's true. It can be done.
My mom said so.
We could find lost articles,
The coupons.
treasures. We could even solve murders. by just contacting the murdered.
I'm so lonely.
I'll give you a demonstration.
Let's kill somebody.
Here's an interesting gadget.
My Winky.
Leon, what are you doing down there?
Mom, I'm talking to the dead.
Did you look for a job today?
I put in some applications. Lay off.
What?
Nothing.
The problem of communicating with the departed
Is that they're dead.
goes way back.
Way back to the early days of stuff.
I failed to tell you,
I'm made of liverwurst.
Fritz Krueger. One thing on his mind.
Reunification.
Renee Caldwell models for a living.
Models freezers.
In an hour and a half, she'll be dead.
Every movement of the victim was verified as accurate.
To make these lovely pewter figurines.
Let's see here. Complete history of transistors. Oh, I'm in for the evening.
They're taking a whole crew down to Catalina. Models, electricians, photographers.
Pipe fitters.
It's for a national mag.
Snake handlers.
But with my luck,
Teppanyaki chefs.
We thought that she spent the last moments in her room and that she saw no one during that time.
No.
We were later proved wrong.
Why'd you bring it up?
I'm a police lieutenant in charge of reconstruction of the evening's events and finding her murderer.
I probably should have told you that earlier. I admit it. I had something to do.
I've got to talk to you. It's very important.
I think I'm a chicken.
I don't have the time, Renee.
The landlady and her daughter were sitting just 30 feet away from where the murder was to take place 25 minutes from now.
You know, the murder's not going to be that suspenseful when it happens.
Well, that was okay.
Dial M for Monday.
Ah, you woke up. I wasn't there. You hate that.
The maiden form woman. You'll never know where she'll be murdered.
The time, 9:18 p.m.
The temperature?
12 minutes of light left.
Renee!
You're not supposed to be watering. There's a sprinkling ban. Thought you should know.
Shoot that poison arrow through my heart.
Murder by implication.
A gutshot model will often hide in the woods up to 3 hours.
Make sure no one finds it. He wraps it in Bob Herbert's column.
Get ready. Look it up and down. Now! Yeah.
That's my bolero jacket.
Lieutenant,
Kiss me hard.
the coroner says there's not much doubt about the cause of death, but I don't think I'll ever get callous to murder.
Now where's the stiff?
You said he was shorter than I am.
And I resent that.
Would you say that he weighed about the same as I do?
I didn't give it much thought at the time.
The crossbow seemed perfectly natural. Adolf Hitler is Knight Rider.
Adolf?
Just don't work that well as gloves.
Sorry to take you away from your laboratory, but we need all the help we can get.
You know anybody?
I hear you're working on some interesting projects. Henry, I've known you a long time.
You know, not kneeing you in the groin is a constant
I
struggle.
don't feel right about asking you, but you've been a great help to us in the past.
By staying away.
Though your methods weren't always partly buried under some old papers.
Friar Tuck's been fingered. Round up all the usual bongo players.
How long you known this Renee? What kind of a girl was she?
And all the time I lived there, I never even talked to her.
I did sculpture in butter once.
Real nasty.
Look, Phil, we've seen your gear. Let's get on with it.
Huh. Film seems to have taken a decidedly Jarmuschian turn.
I don't think I've ever seen a more vicious murder.
God, I love my job.
Sorry, Steve.
Alfred Ludwig Kruger.
Oh, arrest him for the accent.
Ugh.
Bothering a girl.
Bottling it?
But I don't kill nobody.
Unless they really deserve it.
Little picture of a horse I drew, sir. Didn't get the tail right.
The girl was pretty young. Wasn't she, Kruger?
Kruger, Luger, Booger.
Well, I guess that's it for this interrogation, huh?
Toot, 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 toot.
A child's introduction to jazz.
Well, you might as well know. You'll find out anyway.
I'm pregnant.
The only laughs that girl got came from bottles.
Yeah, that was interrogation in D. All right.
Me? Why, me? I wouldn't look twice at that flip.
The Charlie Callis defense.
Well, she was possessed.
With what?
Gumption.
I write and give lectures.
And I wait tables.
What do you write?
Ooh, another senseless drive-by filming.
Tate des in the cola.
Anything?
No, still can't go,
Just
sir.
a few things. Younger.
Then springtime or you, sir.
Still in his room.
Doing, doing, doing.
We're doing everything we can.
Now I'd like to ask Francis the Talking Mule a few questions.
What's got us is the motive. She had no known enemies.
The weapon was a sporting-type crossbow,
We're checking Renaissance festivals around the country.
but embedded itself 4 inches into a wall stud.
Speaking of studs, that's for me.
Last name's Fatini. I used to work with him for a while.
Pardon my spandex.
I'm going to have to take you to my house for further questioning,
This is
ma'am.
stuff.
Well, I'm going home for lunch.
Me too.
Yeah.
Well, we're pretty busy right now, but if it's important.
It's important.
You see, we need our glamour shots as soon as possible.
One of your friends down the street recognizes your work.
Don't look at me.
Some of the props you're using.
Is this a Dockers ad?
Excuse me, just got to run to the biffy.
Arnold Stang, fugitive.
The loneliness of the long-distance dweeb. Stop in the name of Eddie Deason.
Benny's Not That Great sandwiches is around the corner.
You can't hold a man or convict him because he buys a new pair of shoes.
That's the basis of our
Then why
judicial
all the
system.
nervousness?
It was at this point that our case took a strange turn.
All the suspects moved into my house.
Admittedly, I was baffled and had little more to work on.
I do believe the so-called dead can be contacted,
The dead wannabes.
but only under certain conditions. And most important,
Clearance from
no
God.
light can be permitted, except for maybe a very small one.
Well, yes or no, which is it?
Why is that so important?
And if a light should be suddenly turned on, they could go into a coma.
But since they're dead, it doesn't matter.
Why, I've known of mediums who have died as a result of the shock.
Oh, well, live and learn.
Renee has been on the other side for just a short while.
So she's probably still
For
unpacking.
her to be able to contact us, it'll take me a while to prepare.
I'll have to change into my tap pants.
They could have taken the reflector out of the shot, don't you think?
Hello, Lieutenant Lewis.
And I'm not very happy about it.
You what?
Calling from a phone booth? Stop that.
Then I dialed the phone carefully after I rechecked the number. Well, I guess I don't have to always tell you everything. Surprise, chiropractors!
But I'm being held here against my will.
Ah, the shapeshifter!
Why am I always subjected to the work of the devil?
That's the closet, Matling.
Amen.
Is this the ham operator in Bully Victims Club?
Just recently, I read of a man who received a local radio station from his medicine chest.
I read about some kids who saw the Virgin Mary over a hot
The
tub.
articles in the chest to move the vibrator contained in the speaker.
Oh, vibrator.
Oh, I remember something like that.
I'm an octoroon, you know.
I made a mess.
Who is with us from the invisible?
Duncan Wagner.
Yes.
Please.
Medically sealed.
Right.
Who?
Who put the bam in the shamalama ding-dong?
To talk to the dead, press 1. If you'd like the Ethereum, the Imperium, or the Emerald Beyond, please hold.
I can't hear it clearly.
It's because it's a razor blade in the glass! Nothing happens? No.
But after just a few minutes in a darkened room,
I was drunk on my
he
ass.
broke.
I'll sign a statement. Anything!
I'll sign a basketball.
And my wife came downstairs. Her face was split. Razorblade. Let's see, I'll turn on some unrelated electric equipment to make it pretty.
I'd like to thank Edmund Scientific for their generous support of this project. Is this your Lenin?
It's Renee.
Don't rot away, Renee.
Hello.
We were all surprised when the Rosetta iron beeped.
Hello.
Incredible?
Not really.
Unbelievable?
No.
Why, thank you, the dead.
Oh, the dead is so thoughtful, huh?
So big deal, my stools float.
The dad, could you turn your radio down, please?
I'm having a reaction.
Oh, Canada. Dun,
So you're
dun.
not dead.
Will the dead talk back?
No.
Oh, artsy fartsy.
The Eno?
And of course, the dead as themselves.
Ooh. Well, hey, I just realized they never talk to the dead.
can't talk to the dead. Mike, is there no place for mystery or wonder in that stringy heart of yours?
No.